you would be sending out to your clients. I'll show you where to go find this. I think that it's very well put together, but I also did it myself, so here I am brushing my own shoulders off. Every single month, I'll be putting out a link that shows you that you can download the Silvercreek Tribune template for the following month. So at the end of February, it was the last Monday of February, I put out the March 2020 Silvercreek Tribune template. This is all pre-filled content, so I write a pre-filled intro. You can definitely edit the intro, and I suggest that you edit the intro. I put in links to various articles. So the very first article is always market stats. The second one is always a philanthropy. The third one is something fun and local. And the fourth one is a podcast. So let's see. This one has already been edited a little bit. So forgive me, this is a dummy account. So I gotta go find, let's see. We'll try this one. This was the February one. So we had January market stats in there. We had the philanthropy, Silvercreek silver lining. 6 tips to being more productive was our article, and then the Idaho Minute podcast featured Toby Hawley that month. There's a place for you to input a listing. You can put your own listing in here, or if you get permission from a friend in an area that you like to represent, you can put another Silvercreek agent's listing in there. Make sure you get permission if you do decide to take that route. You can autofill all the information, and then you can hyperlink this to send it back to view the home online wherever you have it listed online. That's one place that you have to edit this. You can either delete this block or you can fill it with your own information. And then we have the sign-off space. This is another spot. Please edit this. I don't want my face all over everybody's emails, so put your own headshot in there. Customize your sign-off space with a nice sign-off and put your agent information here. I definitely suggest that you link this back to your own website or your Boomtown page for more home searches, right? This currently goes back to the Silvercreek Realty.net, and then all of these links go back to Silvercreek pages as well. You can put your own logo down here. Honestly, you can do whatever you want to this. You can fix this top header so that I had an agent actually Photoshop herself into the very top here. It looks fantastic. I love it. I have agents that put, if they don't have a listing, they put a recipe in down here. They put a little bit about what's going on with their family and their home life down here, and it's just outstanding. I love it. They look fantastic. It's a really, really good way to stay connected with your clients on a personal level and add that personal touch. So how do we do it? Let me show you. The first step is the account setup. So if you don't have a Mailchimp, I'm going to show you how to set up a Mailchimp account now. We're going to go to Mailchimp.com. So this is Mailchimp.com. There are a ton of products with Mailchimp. The marketing platform is very robust. There's lots and lots of things you can do here. The one free aspect of Mailchimp is that it allows you to mass email up to 2,000 contacts absolutely free. So we're going to go ahead and use those free resources. We're going to go in here and, I'm already logged in on this one. You're going to go to sign up. So where there's a login, you'll hit sign up instead of login. It's going to take you and ask you for your email, your username, and your password. You click get started. It'll take you to this page. Once you click get started and move it forward, it will send you an email back to your inbox and ask you to verify your account. So make sure you use an email that you can actually log in on the back end. You'll want to use an email that you actually use regularly so that when people respond to your email list or when you send out a mass campaign and they respond, you are actually getting those messages. So that is important. Don't use a ghost email account. It'll take you to this next page. Once you verify, it'll automatically take you to this page. There are a lot of options with Mailchimp, like I said, but we're just going to move forward with the free option. Free option is up to 2,000 contacts. And we're going to hit complete. So I actually started this account with a ghost email of my own. I've started like 7 or 8 Mailchimp accounts now to do this demo, but I feel like it's the best way to go about all of the questions that it goes through. This is important because it does try to sell you a lot of products and you really don't need them. So we're going to go through and I'm going to show you what it looks like when we're setting up the account. Name of my business is Silvercreek Realty Group Marketing. Do I have a website? I'm going to say no. If you do have a website, it's a good idea to put it in there. I've just added the silvercreekrealty.net to all other 7 Mailchimp accounts that I have, so I'm not going to do that this time. Our address here is 1099 South Wells, Meridian, 1872, USA. Phone number is optional. I'm not going to put it in, but I do recommend that you put as much information in as possible. Do I have any contacts? I'm going to say I'm not sure now. Let's see. I don't know if what I have is considered a list. So in this situation, maybe I'm an agent. I have a nice handwritten list of 50 emails, but I don't know if it counts to Mailchimp or not. So I don't know if it's considered a list. You can connect to social media. I definitely recommend that you add your Facebook account and your Twitter account. Anything else that it asks for, definitely make sure everything's connected. And let's find your marketing path. This is another sales pitch. They try to push you to purchase landing pages and marketing materials. We don't really need that. Your account is ready. You don't need to subscribe to anything. That's just going to send emails of information. And we're complete. All right. We are signed in. So they're great at marketing, right? So they're going to want to, they give you a landing page that catches your attention and brings you, like kind of goldfishes you into another direction. They're really, really good at trying to sell their products. If you want to find your dashboard, you always just go click on your logo up here. Okay, so the audience. This is something they're suggesting that I manage my audience or add contacts. We have one contact. One of them is a subscriber. I'm assuming that one contact is myself. We're not going to deal with any of that just yet. I'm going to show you the difference between a campaign and a template, first and foremost. So campaigns are essentially emails. We have no campaigns yet. This is the most confusing part of Mailchimp to most people, is understanding the difference between a campaign and a template. So I want you to just, in your mind, replace the word campaign with email, and the email can only be sent one time. And this is on purpose. So if you send one email one time, Mailchimp wants to record all of the information and analytics that go along with that email, and they're not going to let you resend one email for the sake of keeping accurate data on the email. So when we send one newsletter one time, we're going to only send it out one time to one list, which could have 2,000 contacts on it, but it's just a one-time campaign. That's why they call it a campaign. We're going to go over here to our brand, and we're going to look at templates. I don't have any template studio or saved templates now. This is where the Silvercreek Tribune templates will automate. It's going to be under brand and templates. I'll show you the content studio. We don't have any files in there yet. You can upload, you can upload files and images and other content to include into your campaigns and templates. So if I wanted to upload an image of, let's see, we'll go in here, and I think I have headshots here. So I could go do my biopic in here. So I have it ready for an email later. Pretty nifty. We'll get out of the content studio. All right, we can create a template if we'd like. And it actually, this is kind of funny, but it has templates for your templates. So if I have products that I'm trying to sell, it actually lays out the way that they suggest that you sell a product through an email, which is pretty great, right? So up here you would showcase your products or put a title, add your business logo, add the photo of your product here, and then a link to go shop, right? Pretty cool. You don't have to deal with any of this because I've already done it for you. All right. Test template, saves it here. So now I can use this test template as many times as I want to create as many campaigns as I want. So the template is the overarching backup for your campaigns. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. We're going to talk about adding contacts. So it'll walk you through the steps. We don't need to design an email just yet. I want to talk about adding your contacts. So I'm going to go into audience. We're going to go to manage audience and manage contacts. There are a lot of, so once I already have a list in here, you can add subscribers, you can unsubscribe people, you can really do, honestly, anything you need to do right here on your audience dashboard. We're going to import contacts, or you can add a subscriber. If you add a subscriber one at a time, if you want to put one email in at a time, you can go here. Sounds like a lot of work for me, but I'm going to go import my contacts, and I'm going to show you the different ways that you can import contacts. So if you have a CSV file or a Microsoft or an Excel spreadsheet, this can also be a Google Doc spreadsheet as long as it exports as a CSV. You can just upload from the CSV file. The way that I suggest that you organize your CSV file is by name, and then email, and then phone number if you have it. You can separate name, first name, and last name, and that's very helpful. Let's see, I have a few questions up here I'm seeing. Do we need Mailchimp to get this? Yes, you do need Mailchimp. So that's how you set this. How you sign up for the account. So at this point, we've signed up for our Mailchimp account, and we're on the verge of uploading our contacts. Do we need written permission? So written permission. So at the end of every email, there's a place for your clients to opt out of receiving the email. As long as they have an opt-out option, it is perfectly legal to send them an email. So we just have to make sure that that's working, and it works automatically. So yes, you can send email without written permission as long as there's an opt-out on email. I have KV Core and access to Mailchimp. Is it still free? Is another question. Yes, Mailchimp is still free, and the way that KV Core integrates is just it's an integration. So if you have a separate Mailchimp account, You can plug it into your KV core, and it all kind of works together in sync with each other as two separate products. Good questions. Let's see, I don't see any other questions on Facebook. Okay. So I'm going to continue. Oh, let's see. So I have a CSV file. We can copy and paste from a file also. So if you just have a written list, maybe in a Word doc, and all of the information is there, you can copy and paste the information from there into Mailchimp. We can also use an integrated service. So if I have all of my contacts on my Google Drive, and they're sorted and they're beautiful, I can literally just click my Google Drive, log in, and it'll automatically update there. You can also, Google Contacts is a similar product. You can use that as well. Constant Contact, I know a lot of people here at Silvercreek have talked about using Constant Contact. That's a great way. And then Zoho. I don't really know anyone that's actually used Zoho, but if you have it, it integrates. If all else fails, I suggest using the copy and paste. It works really, really nicely. Also, if your list is not in an order that, if you're worried about the order of your list or the way that it's laid out, Mailchimp will actually sort it for you. It'll look for first name, last name, phone number, and email, and any other information. If you have your address in, that's fantastic. It'll look for the address. And then you can also add custom fields in when you're adding the lists in, and it'll sort, and then it'll ask you if they're correct. So it's really pretty important that you at least glance through everything and make sure that all the first names are correct, all the last names are correct, and all the emails are correct. I would say those are the top 3 in priority, and then make sure that the phone number is in the right column. Make sure it all looks pretty, and then you're good to go. We're gonna continue. So here I'll just do Liz. Oops. Let's go back. All right. So we're going to edit this, and we're going to call it first name. We're going to edit this, and we're going to call it last name. And email. Merge field, merge field. So the merge field is important, and I'll show you why when we get into the emails. But this means that essentially when I create an email, if I do a merge field that includes the first name, I can customize my email and say, hello, first name. It's good, great to catch up. Once again, this is my monthly newsletter, blah, blah, blah. When you customize an email that way, it makes it feel a little more personal. It's definitely beneficial for your read rates. So I suggest that you do it. So that means that every single field has to have a first name, or every single email needs to have a first name attached to it so that it is able to customize. I'll show you more how that works. Let me do that. All right, and import. Sweet, so I have 2 contacts. Myself is one, and myself as the other. I have a lot of friends. Okay, template is, now that all of our contacts are uploaded, we have created our account that has all of our information in it, pertinent information. We're going to go into our Silvercreek toolbox, which is toolbox.silvercreekrealty.net. If you're not already logged in, definitely log in. We're going to go up here into the marketing section, top left, and then once again, top left. I made it the easiest button to find. Top left, top left. This is labeled March 2020 Silvercreek Tribune email template. Now for this to work seamlessly, it is very helpful if you are already logged clearly into Toolbox, but log into Mailchimp as well. If you're not already logged in, you'll have to log in. Since I'm already logged in, I'm going to click this. It's going to automatically drop the Silvercreek Tribune March 2020 template into my templates box. This is the test template that we were playing around with in the first place. This is the new template that I just downloaded. This is the one that's pre-filled with all the content and information. From here, you can go edit the template and put whatever you want in here. It's super fun. Here's the Idaho Minute podcast that we missed in that first one because I was editing it before. This one's about Bogus Basin. It's a really, really good one. If you haven't listened to it, I definitely suggest it. It's one of my favorites that we've done so far. So all of these go back to articles that are linked to the idahominute.com. So you might have already heard that we have a blog. It's called Idaho Minute. And this is where I pull all of our content from. This content is by agents. It's by community members. It's written by philanthropists. We have the Women of the Year contestant. Our Instagram panel information is on here. Culture Club information is on here. Really good articles, all sorts of fun stuff. The Meet the Broker of Silvercreek Realty Group is in here. Our 2020 or 2019 year in review, all sorts of fun things. One of the best things is our market stats. So we have market stats all over Idaho, so you can compare each month-to-month market stats. We will post March Idaho market stats as soon as March is over. All of these link back to articles at the Idaho Minute. So how do we edit this? Say I don't really love this banner and I'd like to use something else as my banner. I can go in here and hit, so I click this, I hit replace. I don't have any images yet other than the image that I already uploaded. But I'm going to go here and I'm going to upload. I'm going to go back into my Dropbox. You guys are seeing all of my secret files. Let's see. We can go into branding elements and we could do, let's see, I have headers in here somewhere. I just want that one. Silvercreek Realty Group. And then in here I can say, go in and edit all of the text, right? So, March 2020 newsletter. I really do suggest editing your content here, make it sound a little bit more like you. This is kind of just a canned message generalizing what the 2020 newsletter is about. You don't have to edit any of it, but you absolutely can. Both of these things are just optional edits. So in here, say I love the market stats, I love the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society information. The honeybees are awesome, but I'm not a huge fan of Bogus Basin, and I don't really want to include that because I know nothing about skiing or snowboarding, which isn't true, but that's hypothetical. We can go ahead and just delete that. Say I really like the market stats, but I don't really want it to be just about real estate. I love this honeybee article. I'm going to just move this right up to the top, just one piece at a time. So I'm going to move this down to the bottom. and I think that it looks lovely in that order. Say I wanted to add my own article in here. So if you've noticed, I have the left, right theme going on here. So what I'm going to do is duplicate another one on the right. I'm going to pull this down, and this is totally up to you. You don't have to do this way. And I'm going to add my own article. I'm going to say Liz's, we're going to capitalize it all, Liz's pie recipe. And then I'm going to put Liz's pies don't always taste great, but they always look great. It's true. They don't always look good or taste good, but they always look good. So I need a new image here. I'm going to go to unsplash.com. This is my favorite, my very favorite free image site. And we're going to find a pretty pie. Because my pies are always pretty, but they don't always taste good. This is a really pretty pie. Pecan pie. All right, it's downloaded. So I've downloaded an image. We're editing the template. I'm going to go replace this. The image isn't in here, so I'm going to go upload. And since I downloaded it, it's going to be in my downloads. Hopefully. I have a lot. All right, let's see what's it called. Unnamed. Do any of those look like the pie? Nope, it didn't download. We're going to do this. I don't always suggest doing this, but swipe it that way. All right, we have a pie. I'm going through these steps for a reason because this is another roadblock that some agents get into. We're going to insert the pie. This is actually 384 by 555, which is pretty good, but it's the wrong size. See, I have everything as a square, and it really doesn't matter that it's not a square, but I want to keep it a square. So I'm going to show you how to edit this. Just click square, center your pie. I'll probably actually put it like this. Let's center it for real. Okay, and then the dimensions. A lot of times this will be huge, like it'll be over 1,000 pixels wide and over 1,000 pixels high. We do not want that. We want anything under 400 for a small photo, no bigger than 600 for your large photos or your banners. It suggests under 800. 400 is probably, I mean, that's a really good point or number to shoot for. I wouldn't go any less than 200. 384 is fantastic. So we're going to put that there, and it fixes our pie. That's how you edit photos and add things in. Let's see. Okay, save and close. Make sure you hit save and close. Let's say you want to add a button that says search Ada County. Actually, let's do search Boise real estate. We're going to link it back to boomtown website, right? Because we want to search for real estate here. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to put the web address in here, and I'm going to save and close. Search Boise real estate. All right, it kind of looks awkward there right now to me personally, so I'm going to go ahead and put a divider here. Like it. We'll put a divider here. And this is all just up to preference. I'm going to go in and actually edit this button a little bit. The style isn't really totally my style. I don't really love rounded corners, so I'm going to get rid of it. Oops. We're going to, let's throw a border on, why not? And then this color, maybe I like black. I really do like black. We'll do that. We're going to make it a little bit bigger, maybe even bigger. Let's go 24. This padding is the width of the outside of it, so let's do 30, I'll show you. So it makes it just a little bit bigger around the outside, and we'll save and close. Just makes it a little more prominent. It's kind of dramatic, I like it. Search Boise real estate there. So here we have our featured listing. Featured home, you can change the address here. You can put your own description in here. And then the view home online. Let's say we're going to search by area, Boise. And let's find, this is a really cute little house. So we have this cute little listing. And who represents this? Oh, it's Keller Williams. We don't want that. So say you find a listing that you want to put on there. That's yours, and you have permission to use it. They're all really cute. Save the photo, and you can actually, let's see if it was this one. Oops. And we'll go back. You can highlight your link up here, and then we'll bring it over and hyperlink to your view home online. So right here, we're going to use this. This is the remove hyperlink, and this is add hyperlink. This is a universal button. The hyperlink is so useful. Once you start figuring out how to put hyperlinks into everything, it's going to change your life. This makes it quick and easy for a one-click, one-stop shop to add hyperlinks so that people can view exactly what you're talking about. We'll save and close. And we're going to customize our sign-off space. Until next month, let's see, we'll say stay healthy until next month. We're going to fix this. I don't know why it went to 13. We'll go up to 20. Stay healthy. That went really small, didn't it? Please feel free to contact me if you need. I'm so funny. Down here, you'll definitely want to put your agent name or your agent information in. This is one part that's kind of tricky. This is centered in white, and it falls down through all of it. If you highlight it, you can see it, but if you don't have it highlighted, you can't see it. So that's another trick of the trade. Add this. 208-123-4567, liz.gmail.com, and then you add your website there. I would highlight this and hyperlink silvercreekrealty.com so they can click it. So if you don't like the color, you can actually go change the color here. So it's clickable. Maybe we want that red. That's prominent. Look at that. All due to your taste. You can definitely add your logo. Like anything, if you don't have the Silvercreek logo on here and it's an advertising or marketing piece, you will get in trouble. So definitely make sure you have Silvercreek credited. But feel free to add your logo wherever it's appropriate, whether you want it at the top or the bottom, both. Make it yours. So we're going to save and exit. We can go ahead and enter preview mode to see what beautiful things we just made. We have our header, proofread all of this, go through honeybees in Idaho. It's glitching out because it's on a different screen. That's not normal. We can also view what it'll look like on an iPhone or any phone. So this is the winning piece down here, and this answers your question. Oh, I'm looking up at the questions now. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my humor. I enjoyed my humor too. Yeah, so the Facebook and Instagram icons on there right now are linked back to Silvercreek, and I did that so that it goes somewhere. But you're more than welcome to send it back to yours. I actually encourage that you do send it back to your own social media. Can we use the podcast on our website as well? Yes. Anything that I post on the Idaho Minute is yours. What's mine is yours. So you pay the brokerage, and the brokerage pays me, so it basically belongs to you. Is there a time frame to download the newsletter, and how long do we have to edit it? Also, can you transfer old newsletter articles into a new newsletter? That's a really good question, Frank. So, yes, there's a time frame because I only leave the old one up until the new one is ready. So I definitely suggest downloading it, but it's a month. So if I put it up the last week of the month previous, it'll be the last week of the following month that is your deadline. Does that make sense? And for the sake of consistency, I try my best to make it the Monday of the last week of the month. That sounds confusing without being able to put it up there. Definitely at least download it. And then if you go download the March template, and then you go download the April template, you'll have both templates in there. So that's really, really helpful. Oh, no, yeah, you're fine. So having them both in there. So can you transfer old newsletter articles into a new newsletter? Yes, you can, but you have to do it in the way that we edit it from scratch. You can't actually go like drag and drop. Like Mailchimp makes everything so easy to drag and drop and just make it work for you. However, to use an old article, you'll have to recreate it. So what I would do is go download the image or save the image into your library somehow, or into your computer library, or wherever you want to save it, and then re-upload it into your Mailchimp section or library, media library, and then you'll be able to recreate the same thing from the month prior. And you absolutely are allowed to do that. There's no reason not to. One other thing that I've been getting a lot of questions on is that sign-off space. So right down here, since people have already customized their sign-off space once, they're asking if they can just transfer that to a new template. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I have not figured out how to do that yet. I'm trying to figure out, some sort of a hack to make that quick and easy. But at this point, as it stands, you have to recreate your sign-out every single time. The positive thing is, once I upload an image into the image library or the media library on Mailchimp, I'm able to keep it. It stays there forever, so you can just refer right back to that. So if you wanted to make this section an image and then have it just saved, so you only have to upload an image one time, that's possible. Let's see. More questions. I think that's all the questions here. Okay, so I'm going to go down and talk about this area right here. This is the unsubscribe section. This always confuses people. So these are they're auto-filled with your information, essentially. So your company and the current year, that's all auto-filled according to that email in that time. So it will autofill once you have sent it, but when you're previewing it, if it's not sent already, it won't autofill for you. So don't worry about it until you hit send, then you can actually go look at it, and then you'll see that it autofills and it works. I know that that's asking for a leap of faith because this all looks like gibberish, but it cannot fill until it's a real email out in the real world. This is your unsubscribe section. Do not delete this. When you're editing, I'll show you in the inbox what it looks like. When you're editing, oops, monthly users. They're making me pay for it to see it in the inbox. I pay for it on my other account, so I see it. So when you're editing this unsubscribe section, you have to have that to be able to send it to multiple people. That was that question that Elizabeth had asked earlier, if you're allowed to send it if you don't have written authority. This allows you to send that, so do not delete that section. Okay, that's how you edit it. Let's get down to some of the fun stuff. My favorite part about this is the analytics. So I am going to figure out, I'm signed into another, is this one at? No. Sign up, Outlook, okay, so this one. There we go. Log in. Oh, another thing about Mailchimp is they're extremely secure. So write down your password, make sure you get it right, because if you get locked out, they really lock you out. They also like to send two-factor verification codes to your phone number. So I would suggest putting your phone number in so you don't have to do it through email, because I personally think that's the easiest way. This is my actual account. So the last account we were using was a dummy account, so that I can show you kind of how it works and what we're doing here. Let's go look at, here we go. The January newsletter is ready. So normally I send this email out in a different platform, but for the very first one, I sent it out with Mailchimp just to see kind of, to be able to show you statistics and reports on it. So if I go, I sent this email out to, I think, 1,400 contacts. We're going to go view the report on it. Yeah, 1,450 contacts. The campaign's performance was 46.1%. That is actually really, really good. Anything over 25% is pretty impressive. Anything over 50, 60%, you're really, really stellar. So 46% for our group is pretty awesome. I'm very happy with that. The click rate is another interesting thing to look at. Click rate, 36.7%. That means that over a third of the people who looked at it also clicked on it. I'm pretty proud of that too. Unsubscribes. This is something we don't want very high. The unsubscribe rate on this, let's see. Oh, there we go. I was reading that wrong. So, click rate. Let's see. Click rate was, only 4%. All right, so not as many people clicked on it as I thought. Unsubscribes, we only had 0.3%. That's fantastic. That's way better than the 27.9% I thought it was. So this is pretty interesting. You can actually look at this in a million different ways. So 665 of them were open, 57 were clicked, 5 of them bounced. I can actually go see what 5 bounced. I'm going to go back because it's going to show, we're going to have call outs on what emails I have wrong here. And 1 unsubscribed. I should click on whoever unsubscribed and publicly shame them. I won't do that. Let's see, we have 1,442 successful deliveries. That's fantastic. Lots and lots of opens. So the total opens doesn't mean that 1,359 of them actually opened. That's how many times it got opened. So multiple people opened it a few times. 213 213 clicks. That doesn't mean 213 people did click. That means that independent clickers clicked 213 times, if that makes sense. This is interesting too. Over a 24-hour performance, if I sent the email at 6 p.m., then 7 p.m. was when they got opened, 10 p.m. was when 20 of them got opened, and then the next morning into the next day, this is what the opens look like. This tells me that people are opening their emails at home after work, which is pretty cool. Thanks, guys. And it shows the subscribers who opened it the most and where everyone was from. 3 of them were from Spain. That's pretty cool. We can go into activity. You can look at what links were clicked on, what URLs were clicked on. Some of the agents' reviews that I've gotten, the excitement over the fact that their listing is the #1 thing that people are clicking on, that's fantastic. And one thing that's pretty cool about this is I can go click on this and I can see who actually clicked on the template to be able to check it out and share it. That's huge, right? So I know that the very first time I sent this out, 44 different people tried to download it. I'm very happy about that, right? These are analytics that you can use to your advantage. If you have somebody who clicked on that listing, maybe they clicked on it twice, that's somebody that you're going to pick up the phone call. You're already in contact with that person. Grab your phone, give them a call, tell them, hey, I see that you got my newsletter. Did you like it? Did you like the listing? I wouldn't let them know that you saw that they clicked on the listing 4 times, unless you're pretty close with them, so that's kind of creepy to see. But it's really useful information. This is definitely my favorite part about the newsletter, is that you can see what's working for you. We'll go back to social. When you share it on social, which I did not with this post, but when you share it on social, it will also gather that information for you and show, you know, who's posting, who's clicking where, when, and how, and why. So fun. Analytics tracking is that's something we'll get into another time because we only have 10 minutes left. But there's just so many fun things that you can do. And then you can actually go from one report to the next and see how January performed compared to February, compared to whatever else you're sending. Do we have any other questions? Let's see. Bounced equals an email that didn't get delivered. Oh, hey, thanks, Caitlin. I appreciate that. Can we use Mailchimp for other content? Yes. Mailchimp has a ton of stuff available. If you're asking if you can use Mailchimp to send other emails, like, hey, I have a new house on the market, yeah, absolutely. Use this to your advantage. You can send as many emails as you want to 2,000 contacts for free, so use it. I will tell you they only allow 1 list, so those 2,000 contacts, they're all outside agents, outside clients, then you can't have like a buyer's list and a seller's list on the free platform. I think the paid platform is $30 a month. I think it's $29.99. I believe. Don't hold that to me. We were just looking at it though, so we can probably figure it out. Yeah, there we go. $29.99. And you can have, it's 2,000 contacts, but you get other features, like you can put multiple lists in, so you can have buyers and sellers lists. You could have, friends and family lists, and then you could have people I barely know, or like a California list, or whatever you want. Let's see. You can also, generate ads. You can do Facebook ads. You can do Google ads. You can do a website or a landing page, both of these things. These are all things that KV Core offer as well. Surveys are interesting. Would you like to hear more about the real estate market right now, what I know about the market, or would you opt out of that, or would you rather see entertaining information? You can send those things too. All sorts of fun things. Let's see, how to add to social media. So we are going to go over here and going to go to integrations. So I went profile, integrations, and you can integrate here. So another fun thing that we can do with social media on that note, we'll go back to our campaigns. This one's already sent. You see I have a million drafts in here because, because I do samples of this all the time, or the run down and try to show people how to do this. So let's see, newsletter template option. We're going to click into this. So this was a sample, like the very first sample that I brought out. We can view this in our browser. Now that this is sent out, I can actually highlight this, copy it, go over to Facebook, and that should autofill. It'll autofill for me. I think since I'm in what browser am I in? Since I'm in Safari, it doesn't want to auto-generate with the photo. Normally when you post it, the photos autofills. But you can post that on your Facebook, and then they can click right into, hey, that's kind of funny, this is me, Matrix. They can click right into the email via the page. You can only do that if it's already sent out. Let's go back to this template. Let's see. Let's actually do an email. Oh wait, I'm in which account am I in? Okay. Let's go back to the account we just made. Okay. So we're going to save and exit. So this is our sample one. This is our dummy. I'm in this one so that I don't accidentally send a fake email to 1,500 people. We're going to create a campaign from the template that we just created. We're going to send it to the to subscribed. We're going to personalize the to field. What does that mean? That's that merge tag that we were talking about in the very beginning. Remember how we added merge tags to the email, to the first name and the last name? You could also add merge tags to your phone number. We can do first name and last name. We're going to do first name. Subject is testing preview text. So this shows up underneath the subject line. I am trying this one out. Save. I'm just sending this to myself, so this is really just a conversation to myself. If you want to go in and edit anything in the last minute edit, you can go edit design and make sure I spelled everything right. Okay, we did it all right. Continue. So we edited the content. We can actually preview it. This is what it will look like. Okay, Liz, we get it. It looks great. We're going to share it. So this is the fun part. Connect to Facebook, connect to Twitter. You can connect to Instagram. It won't share it to any of these pieces or platforms until you have sent it. It won't even give you a link until you sent it because it wants to be true to time, right? So if you're connected, you can opt into sharing automatically to Facebook and automatically to Twitter. And then it can post it. I think you have to pay to have it post to Instagram. But we're going to go ahead and send. I love that they make it really dramatic with this little monkey dude. But it really is. It's kind of nerve-wracking to send it for the first time. Fortunately, I'm just sending it to myself, so we'll see what that looks like. And then I can see a little pat on the back. We love Mailchimp. Download the mobile app so that you can see who's opening your emails. It's pretty great. I'm going to go over to my Gmail, and we're going to see, since I haven't actually used this before, it might show up in my spam. Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes it takes a second to get there also. Well, it hasn't sent yet. Sorry, no. I promise it does work. It sends. But here's the link that it generates for you. Like I said, it won't generate the link until you're able, or until you actually hit send, right? Because it wants it to be in real life. We'll go back here. Interesting. Naturally, right? Because I'm online, it's not going to work for me. So I could go here onto my personal Facebook and repost my newsletter. How fun is that? Or if I have it already linked up, I could have just opted into sharing on my social media, right? So fun. Let's see. Back to questions. Are there any other mass mailing campaigns that you would recommend that newsletter can be uploaded to, like constant contact, etc.? Do you happen to know if they offer free basics? So this newsletter template was built in Mailchimp, so it only works with Mailchimp. So that part is difficult. The reason that we chose to take this direction, and there's a lot of conversation and thought behind the way that we did all of this. The reason we did it is because we can do it fully customizable to you. You have full control and you can take the reins over every aspect of it. A lot of the brokerage ran, or the products that they offer to brokerages or email platforms, you don't really have a lot of control over. We have the sign off, we have the log on, all the links come back to us, and we didn't really want to do that to you. I mean, we love being in the spotlight, but we think that your flag kind of flies higher when you're sending out your marketing, right? So as far as what I suggest, I mean, there's lots of subscription pages that you can do, but then again, with the Mailchimp newsletter that we do here, it's all local. KV Core does allow you to integrate Mailchimp to it, which is fantastic. So you can use KV Core and you can customize there, and then use that dashboard as far as monitoring who's looking at what and how it's all working for you. Other than that, there's lots and lots of places where you can go do custom templates of your own. You can't use the one that I created unless you do it on Mailchimp. Go back to your next question. Since I'm a brand new agent, I'm looking for as many free things as possible to start out with. So I was kind of thinking of having a different mailing list through different hosts. Oh yeah, I don't disagree with that. For example, my main mailing list would be with Mailchimp, friends, family would be with constant contact, and so on. Oh yeah, so this is a secret weapon that a lot of, well, I think 1 or 2 people actually thought of this before I did. But you can actually use different emails with Mailchimp to have different accounts. So like I just showed you, I have like 7 different Mailchimp accounts, just so that I can help agents walk through the first steps of how to get into Mailchimp. They've actually started kicking me out of doing that. I think they recognize my name and like the patterns of me hitting, a million different accounts. However, I do know agents that have 2,000 contacts in one Mailchimp account and then 2,000 contacts in another one, under maybe, one's under their Gmail account and the other one's under an Outlook account or a different Gmail account. And I don't see any problem with that. Mailchimp is probably eventually going to find out that I'm giving away secrets like that, and they're going to come shame me. But honestly, I think it's a really good way to get around having to pay for the account. Does that answer your question? That's what I would do. If I had 5,000 contacts and I wanted to keep it free, I would just do 3 different accounts so that I could have 3 different lists, and I would separate out my lists accordingly. And then you can actually share that same template and what we call A/B testing. Try one way on one group and try another way on another group, or try one article or one home, or change it up. It's fun. Email marketing is fun. Do we have any other questions? Thanks for risking the shame. It totally answers my question. No problem. Oh, we had a lot of good questions. Let's see, is there anyone else? How fun. Okay, I'm going to stay on for like 4 more minutes. We are over time, but I'll stay on for 4 more minutes just in case you think of any other questions. But jump on. It's easy to get lost in Mailchimp because they're really good at marketing. So they have that goldfish effect. You can really get lost in what they have to offer. Just remember, they have 2,000 contacts for free. A template is different than a campaign. A campaign is a glorified name for an email that you send one time. And I'm going to be refreshing the template every single month. So look for the new template in Toolbox. When you're in Toolbox, just make sure you're signed into your Mailchimp account. And honestly, you could do this in 5 minutes or less once your account is set up, and have it sent out pretty quick and pretty easy. And in my opinion, it looks beautiful and it works really, really well. The one thing I will say is I don't have any sort of control or access to knowing who is using it and what parts are being used. So I, as a marketer, am used to being able to read the statistics and analytics and know that, okay, the lifestyle post is being read often, however, the podcasts aren't really getting clicks. Or, our number 1 click is the statistics, but nobody really cares about the philanthropies. Those are things that are really important to me. However, I don't have the ability, because I'm sending this campaign out free as a link, free use. I don't really have the ability to know what you're editing, what you're getting rid of, what you love and what you hate. And I rely 100% on your feedback. So you can email me anytime on those topics, what you love, what you hate, what you'd like to see more of. If anything feels confusing to you, you can email me at lizacomer@gmail.com, and it's really helpful. All right, I don't see any more questions coming in. This was fun. So sign up with your Mailchimp. No problem. Thank you, Caitlin. And feel free to reach out anytime. I did another walkthrough of Mailchimp on, it's on the Silvercreek TV. If you want to watch that one, if this one was confusing to you. This is the first time that I haven't actually had an audience or anyone in front of me at all. I'm just sitting here alone in the classroom talking really loud at my computer. So if it was confusing at all, I apologize. It's the first time I've done anything on this front, but it's pretty cool that here at Silvercreek we have the ability to keep everything digital and mobile and still stay in contact. anytime you have any questions on any sort of marketing, we're going to keep this class rolling. The marketing class and free resources class is not going to, we're not hesitating. We're keeping it moving forward. If you want any other topics, or if you need any other topics covered, chances are somebody else has those questions too and has similar needs. So feel free to reach out and we can get a class together. I have no problem jumping in front of my computer. We're also having a Q&A tomorrow from 12:30 to 1:30, and I invite you and anyone else out there to come to the Q&A. We'll put our Mailchimp questions and answers first and foremost. We'll put that to the top of the list. But if you have any other digital marketing questions, I'm all about it. I'm ready to answer, and I'm here for you anytime. So myself and the rest of the staff, we're here 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So feel free to reach out anytime. All right, that's the end of that. I'm going to figure out how to get out all